What's up with you boys? You know, I ain't see y'all boys in a little cool minute. I ain't finna lie to y'all. My bad, bro. I'm gonna try to do better. I've been lazy on uploading and stuff like that. I'm gonna try to get better at that, and you feel me? Hopefully, I'll be less lazier and be more consistent up uploaded. Today we got a video why it says to be a gay prisoner, by Stick Figurist. Shout out him. I'm gonna put the link in the bio by this if y'all like pause and shit. Yeah, I got y'all boys. Next time, come on, let's get right into it.
You are standing at the edge of a deafening, aggressively fluorescent concrete hallway. The air smells like bleach, cheap institutional soap, and concentrated human desperation. Welcome to the absolute bottom of the food chain. You take your first steps down the cell block. Hundreds of eyes lock onto you through the steel bars, but they aren't sizing you up for a fight. The catcalls start, the kissing noises, the lip licking. You realize with absolute paralyzing horror that these heavily tattooed, violent felons aren't looking at you like a rival. They are looking at you like a walking, breathing piece
What if you're not gay, though? What if you're not gay? You think I'm gonna be feeling you feel like this?
prime rib at a maximum security starvation camp.
They
They don't give a damn about your muscles. They are aggressively scanning you for the tiniest cracks in your armor. You are thrown into a 6 by 9 foot cell with a total stranger. You think the worst part is going to be the violence. You brace yourself to be punched, stabbed, or jumped. But the reality of being gay in prison is so much more insidious than a simple fistfight. Because the violence isn't the first step. The first step is the courtship. You wake up on your second day, and there is a honey bun and a brand new stick of deodorant sitting on the foot of your metal bunk. Your cellmate, a guy who looks like he bench presses actual cars, gives you a slight nod. Welcome to the neighborhood, he says. You are starving, so you eat it. Congratulations. You have just signed a predatory mortgage with your soul, and the interest rate is your absolute bodily autonomy. You didn't just eat a pastry, you just silently agreed to become someone's property. Congrats, you are now a prison wife. And the job description is a suffocating 24/7 hostage situation, masquerading as domestic bliss. You are now entirely responsible for the domestic upkeep of a concrete cage. You are washing this man's socks in the stainless steel toilet bowl. You are making...
That's crazy, bro. Imagine a nigga say, "Hey, bro, pass me that. Pass me." Slap you on your right cheek. Just should just start jiggling this shit. Like, what, bro? Like, what time about? That's crazy, bro. Like, you giving up your life dignity. Just like, bro, what? That's absurd to me, gang. You getting cracked in jail just because you're a little fruity. You feel me? Got a little sugar in your water. Hey, personally, feel me? That's kind of crazy, but hey, bro, don't. You feel me? That's absurd to me, bro. Like, that's wild.
making his bed. You are saving him the best parts of your cafeteria tray. And of course, you are paying the rent.
And you paying him pay. It can't be worse than this. It can't get worse. You bottom of the barrel. Leave your dignity, your pride out the door, bro. Out the door.
Because at night, when the lights go out and the guards conveniently look the other way, and the penalty is a savage, blunt force beatdown.
Man, what I'm looking at, bro? Come on, G. A big black man on top of the, bro. What is it, man? Come on, G.
Situation so uniquely horrifying. You actually need him. Because being claimed by one terrifying, violent man is the only thing being upon by 200 other terrifying, violent men. Your husband is your abuser, but he is also your only security system. When you walk out onto the recreation yard, you have to walk slightly behind him. You have to hold his pocket. To the rest of the prison, that submissive posture is a warning label. It tells the other wolves, this one belongs to me. Do not touch. You are living in a twisted Stockholm Syndrome reality where you have to actively cater to your captor just to ensure you don't get thrown to the rest of the pack. You swallow your pride, you dissociate from your body, and you play the role. You think,
that's crazy, bro. getting cracked every night. Your booty hole stretched like so. Boy, your junk just overly stretched to the maximum. Like every night.
Okay, I can survive this. I just have to keep my head down and serve my time. Wrong. Because you are forgetting the golden rule of the prison economy. Property can be traded, and you are property. Imagine sitting in your cell, finally getting used to the suffocating routine, when your husband comes back from a high-stakes game of spades in the day room. He looks at you. He looks at his empty pockets. He looks at the guy standing behind him. He lost the game, and he didn't have any stamps or cigarettes left to bet. So he bet you. Your entire reality shatters in an instant. You are a human poker chip. You are a biological gift card that just got handed over to settle a gambling debt.
Hey, that's overly wild, bro. What? I mean, that nigga selling you fake, bro. What? You a human sex dog, gang. You dead ass getting dead every night, bedded every night. Hey, bro, I bet my bitch in my jail right now. Come on. Boom, you lose. Next night, chicken, boy, hell no.
You don't get to pack your bags. You don't get to call HR to complain about a hostile work environment. You simply pick up your rolled up mattress and walk down the hall to your brand new owner. And the new guy.
That's what I call a grown ass goofy, chat. He a grown ass goofy. What?
Might not like his socks washed the same way. The new guy might be meaner. The new guy might have a much, much darker imagination when the lights go out. You are violently stripped of any remaining illusion of agency. You are passed around like a library book in a facility where nobody knows how to read. And what if your protector gets paroled? What if he gets transferred to another facility? That is when the true panic attack sets in. Because the second he walks out the gates, you are suddenly an unclaimed asset in a heavily armed shark tank. The minute the cell block realizes you are a free agent, the wolves begin circling. The predatory stares return. The offers of honey buns and instant coffee slide under your door. But this time, it's a terrifying bidding. If you refuse to pick a new owner, the yard will pick one for you. And it will not be a negotiation. It will be an ambush in the blind spot of the shower room cameras.
That's crazy, man. Remember the niggas pushing up on you in the bathroom, butt ass nigga. Hey, bro, come on. Come with me. You my bitch now. Excuse me? What type of freaky shit you got going on, Say, come on, get your freak ass on, man.
You are completely drowning in anxiety. Every time you step out of your cell, your head is on a swivel. You map out the blind spots, the stairwells, the mop closets, every single place where your life could be permanently altered in a matter of seconds. So your brain does the only thing it can do to survive. It screams for help. You decide to break the ultimate rule of prison. You go to the guards. You walk up to the corrections officer, a guy making minimum wage who is drinking a stale energy drink and aggressively ignoring his job.
Grown goofy. Well, wait, why are you going? Man, you about to take it up the butt. Now watch. I bet he gonna have something crazy even happen to him. Oh, matter of fact, I'm calling. He going into CP. Watch.
Beg him for help. You tell him what is happening. You tell him you are going to be killed if you go back to the block. You think the system is going to save you. You think you will be transferred to a safe, quiet facility for vulnerable inmates. Instead, the guard sighs, picks up his radio, and calls for a transport team. They don't take you to a safe haven. They take you to PC, protective custody, which sounds great on paper, until you realize that in the prison system, protective custody is just a polite, bureaucratic...
Wait, I meant PC, not, bro. Y'all know what I meant, bro. Chill. Y'all know what I meant. Come on, son.
Term for solitary confinement. The system doesn't know how to protect gay men from the general population, so their brilliant solution is to punish you for being prey. You are stripped down, handed a paper-thin smock, and thrown into an even smaller, windowless concrete box.
Like, see, that's what your dumb ass get. That's what you get. You should just stay, bro. You was better off just staying, son. I ain't finna lie to you.
The heavy steel door slams shut, and the deadbolt locks with a terrifying finality. You are officially safe from the wolves, but you have just traded physical torture for absolute mind-melting psychological destruction. You are in this box for 23 hours a day. There is no TV. There are no books. There is no conversation. Your only interaction with a human being is a guard sliding a tray of cold food through a slot in the metal door like you're a rabid zoo animal. The silence in solitary isn't peaceful. It is loud. It is heavy. It presses against your eardrums until your brain starts generating its own noise just to cope. Days blur into weeks. Weeks blur into months. You start talking to the chipped paint on the wall. You pace the exact length of your cell. 3 steps forward, 3 steps back, until the soles of your cheap slip-ons wear flat. You realize with crushing, horrifying clarity that the prison system has trapped you in an unwinnable paradox. If you stay in general population, you are a heavily trafficked piece of human property. But if you ask for safety, the system locks you in a sensory deprivation chamber until your mind fractures into a million irreparable pieces. There is no middle ground. There is just you, trapped between the predators in the yard and the crushing, maddening silence of the hole. And the darkest, most agonizing part of all, your sentence isn't just the time the judge gave you. Let's say you hit your release date.
Hey, bro, tell me, bro. Bro, I actually thought that was my dough for a second, bro. I'm really an actual idiot, yeah.
You pack your meager belongings in a garbage bag and walk out the front gates into the blinding sunlight. Society expects you to seamlessly reintegrate, to get a job, pay your taxes, and go on normal Tinder dates. But you are a ghost haunting your own life. You flinch when someone stands too close. You can't sleep unless your back is pressed flat against the wall. When a guy offers to buy
Yeah, when that booty get cold, that booty somebody else's. Yeah, y'all heard me right. Y'all heard me. No pause on that.
you a drink at a bar, your heart rate spikes to 150 beats per minute because your brain is still wired to believe that accepting a gift means you owe them your life. You left the prison, but the prison never actually leaves you. It sucks to be gay in the prison system. Not because you made a mistake, not because you were doing your time, but because the justice system takes a marginalized identity and turns it into a biological sentence of its own. You aren't just serving time to pay a debt to society. You are serving as currency, collateral, and property in a shadow economy that actively feasts on your vulnerability. You endure the absolute worst of human nature, trapped in a concrete cage. But deep down, you know the ultimate devastating truth. You might walk out the gates one day, but the version of you that walked in was murdered the second that cell door slammed shut.
Dang, that was looking a decent video. I ain't gonna lie. Feel me? Like, comment, subscribe, you feel me? Enjoy yourself, bro. I love y'all boys. I'm gonna try to keep posting, keep y'all updated, you feel me? We can go on from there. I love you boys. I'll catch y'all boys later though. Peace.